Yo, it's your boy Orion, one half of the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. We got AEW Dynamite. It is Wednesday, March 11th, I believe. Hop into the room and join your boy. I'm watching Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays right now, as well as Walking Tall. Just getting ready for obviously AEW Dynamite to come on. Should be a good show today. A lot of coronavirus information with the Warriors not going to play with any fans. You know, tomorrow in the building, MLB up here in Seattle with the Mariners. You know, they're trying to quarantine off that location. So it looks like the MLB is going to be affected by this coronavirus, you know, which is kind of crazy. So you may see a lot of ballparks empty with just the players playing, a lot of NBA stadiums and a lot of NBA arenas, you know, that are going to be empty with just the players there. So we'll have to kind of see on how that goes. But I hope everyone is having a good day. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy either on here or through patreon.com/NWSF. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. So we got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020, a watch party, a full show, and live reactions. We're going to be starting the show here probably in about 10 minutes. So I wanted to make sure I hopped online just a little bit prior just to kind of go over everything. If you're in the chat, type something in there. Let me know that you're in the building. Hopefully everyone is having a good Wednesday. This is my favorite show for wrestling, even though we're getting into WrestleMania season very shortly. But by far, better than Raw, better than SmackDown, better than NXT. This is the show to watch if you are a fan of wrestling, and that's why I am here doing the AEW Dynamite livestream, March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show, and live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy either on here or through patreon.com/NWSF. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. So a lot of things that are in the news, you know, as of late, obviously with March Madness, not necessarily being canceled altogether, but they are going to continue the festivities, the men's and the women's, the March Madness tournament, with no fans. This is crazy. I mean, you know, if you weren't really a believer of the coronavirus, you know, COVID-19 and everything else that it goes by, this is a pretty serious big deal. I've never seen in sports where they may actually play the games out. I was watching MLB Network earlier, and they had one example where they played a game based off protesting outside, not due to a virus, where they played a full baseball game with no fans in the building. So this may be a reality for not only March Madness and the tournament, which sucks, not being able to have the fans and the players feed off the energy and the coaches feed off the energy. But it sounds like as we're getting about 2 weeks away from the beginning of the regular season for the MLB, you may see a lot of ballparks empty, which is crazy. And then as we're transitioning, getting closer to the NBA playoffs, you may see more and more NBA teams play games with no fans in the building. So I'm hoping that, you know, they can find a way. They're obviously being precautionary. They don't want it to spread. They want to make sure that they're limiting the contact with the fans and the players so that way that the players don't contract the coronavirus. I get it. But for a fan like myself, you know, if you're going to be going to the ballpark, you're going to be going to the arena, you know, if you're going to be going and to see your, you know, favorite team and favorite players, you know, to be able to get a foul ball, to be able to get an autograph, to be able to have that interaction is something that we look forward to every time that we go to a show. And as we're talking about wrestling and AEW Dynamite, as well as WrestleMania, we're getting closer and closer to WrestleMania season, and the only reason that you're still going to be opening up the building, right, without canceling, you know, the event in altogether, or you're going to not have fans in the building is one thing, and it's Vince is very, known for this. Money. Right? Money, money, money. So if WrestleMania continues to go on when they have their WrestleMania weekend and, you know, you're able to do a meet and greet and take pictures and you're going to have a lot of people out there in the area as well as the NFL draft, which is coming up here, you know, next month as well. What's going to happen? Are they going to cancel out fan access for WrestleMania? I mean, they are so greedy for money, in the WWE. I doubt that they would do that. So we'll kind of have to wait and see if they're going to go down that route. If they would be like, all right, WrestleMania is going to continue, but no fans. But that would just be weird probably for the wrestlers to be at WrestleMania, this big event, the event for their, brand, with nobody in the building except for maybe the announcers, and just the referees and whatnot, and just selected few, and because that's a big money maker for them, one of their biggest money makers that they make all season long. So we're going to have to see what AEW does as well. But it is something that is kind of on the forefront. We'll have to see what precautions are taken, not only from today, but if anything changes next week, the following week, a few weeks later, with this whole coronavirus and the precautions that they're going to take. If anything, it's going to be a big weight on the shoulders of not only the players and the organization and the owners, but there's also going to be a sense of kind of disappointment from the fans, because I'm still going to watch the games on TV for MLB, even if there's no fans there. I'm still going to watch it on TV. I'm still going to watch the Mariners. I'm still going to watch the Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox. I'm still going to watch all the big teams play, right? The Braves, the Nats, all of them. I'm still going to watch. I'm still going to be watching occasionally some NBA games, even if there's no fans there. I'm still going to watch. But with wrestling, it's really based off the fan interaction and the emotion. So we'll have to see if AEW and WWE impact wrestling if they decide to take a stance and not have fans there. But for the time being, I hope there is fans there. I don't want, obviously, the coronavirus to impact everything, and we don't want to get other people infected if we don't need to. But I'm here in Oregon. And I know in Washington, up north of me, the mayor there in Seattle declared that they don't want to have any gatherings of 250 people or more. So that pretty much means any type of Seattle Sounders soccer, Mariners baseball, any type of events. They're trying to cancel them or postpone them or move them to another location. But even if you move them to another location, there's still people across the U.S. that have it. So I'm not real sure what that's going to do. But we'll see. We got the AEW Dynamite Livestream. We're going to be kicking off here as soon as Walking Tall, featuring The Rock, Wayne Johnson, ends here on this East Coast broadcast of TNT AEW Dynamite. Live stream March 11th, 2020, watch party, full show, live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy either on here or through patreon.com/NWSF to show some support for our channel. We're getting closer and closer to 20K subscribers. We really do need your help. If you do love this channel for not only NFL, college football, wrestling, or anything that I put out or me and Marcus put out, we would really greatly appreciate it. Any type of support we get, even if it's $1, definitely goes a long ways. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. I saw in the news Jimmy Graham is getting released from the Packers, so they may be looking for a tight end. There's a lot of news regarding Dak Prescott and the money and a lot of these players as we're getting closer and closer to the unrestricted free agents, the free agency period, as we're getting also closer and closer to the NFL draft. I'm really excited. We're going to have to see what type of things are going to be taken in place, if the fans are allowed to be at NFL draft, if the fans are going to be allowed to be at NBA games in the future, if the fans are going to be allowed at MLB or wrestling events. We have to wait and see. But for the time being, for this particular AEW Dynamite live stream, I know we are going to be able to have fans in the building, and this is the best show, period, that's on TV for wrestling, hands down. Monday Night Raw, not the greatest lately. If you watch Monday Night Raw, and I've been watching wrestling since 1985, the creative, that they have running their feuds, running the writing, has just been absolute garbage. Yeah, we're getting closer to WrestleMania season, but just the angles that they're going, they're not winning over any fans. The card, when you look at it for WrestleMania, looks bland, it looks boring. Yeah, it depends on what happens in these matches, but when you look at the names fighting each other, it doesn't really look that exciting on paper to me. Jeffrey Sear in the building. What to do, my guy? We're in the building watching AEW Dynamite Livestream, just about to start off since Walking Tall featuring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, ends here on TNT. It's March 11th. It's 2020. We're having a watch party. Full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. I'd really greatly appreciate it. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. So it looks like we're just about to get started. I know Jeffrey Sear. I know you weren't really into wrestling. You were, back in the day, and then you decided to, hey, let me give this AEW a shot. Orion says it's a good show. It's better than Raw. It's better than SmackDown. The closest thing is NXT, and it's even better than that in my opinion. And I think you've watched a couple episodes with me, and now you're hooked. It's one of those things. I've been watching since they debuted. I am excited. We got Moxley coming into the building right now. He is the champ, beating Jericho. I did a Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page at the Revolution pay-per-view reaction video. I did that on the YouTube channel over the weekend. Wow. I knew that match was talked about as being one of the best tag matches of all time, and it was. It was incredible. Phenomenal athletes, 3 guys from the Elite and Hangman Adam Page. Now, as we're seeing, John Moxley, Mox, right now. Best thing on TV wrestling-wise, hands down. And to me, honestly, out of just TV in general, it's one of the best things on TV, period, on right now. There are not many things that I get excited about where I can't wait to the following week. When we had, Game of Thrones, I couldn't wait till Sundays to see the next Game of Thrones. And then now we're getting to a point where this is the only thing on TV, besides the regular shows that I follow, that I can't wait to watch every Wednesday, as well as their pay-per-views. Hangman Adam Page. And we got the Young Bucks. Who's going to be the partner since Kenny Omega is injured? Hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday. Miss all you guys. I appreciate all you guys. In the beginning of the show, I was talking about coronavirus, how it's impacting not only NBA games for the Warriors tomorrow with no fans allowed. The Mariners are starting to postpone some of their games, and they may not have fans in their, arena, stadium, building, right, which is crazy. And then we'll see if it trickles down to the NFL draft. We're not having people there, or AEW or WWE events. WrestleMania is just right around the corner. This is a big deal. But if Vince decides to have the fans there, it's strictly going to be for money. Money rules everything in this world. And Vince does not want to lose out on money not having the fans there. He could care less if they get coronavirus. He wants that money from those merch sales, from those beer sales, right? Those t-shirt sales that are $30 or $40 a pop. And that's big facts. We just got to hope that WrestleMania ends up being a good show, or a show worthy enough to compete with AEW and NXT. The card looks bland. It doesn't look anything eye-popping off the page, but WrestleMania is WrestleMania, so they're going to give it their all. It is the best event that they have, all year, supposedly. So, all right, baby. AEW Dynamite starting right now. Hop into the room. Join your boy, Santana Ortiz. Inner Circle. Love this faction. I love Chris Jericho. I love Sammy Guevara. Jake Hagar. It's awesome to be able to see the heels, because you got to have the heels in wrestling. And these guys are it. And the one thing that Vince hates is factions. AEW gives you the factions. They give you the records, which is a nice original concept that AEW started off with, their win-loss record, since the beginning of last year. But I absolutely love this faction. It's the faction of all factions, and they got a lot of them. And we are going to be seeing Death Triangle later on, and a few others, Pac and the Lucha Brothers. I'm excited for them as well. So make sure you guys hop in the room, join your boy. It's a watch party, baby. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. It's a watch party. Full show and live reaction with your boy. We are in Salt Lake City, Utah, baby. Come in the room, join your boy, and enjoy the action. Get your beer, get your popcorn ready. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy either on here or through patreon.com/NWSF. So show some support for your boy. I'm always grinding as much as I can. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. Here we go, baby. One of the favorites in the business, one of my favorites, possibly one of yours, a guy that never got a fair shot in WWE, Stardust. Come on. It's Cody Rhodes. His wifey. She's a hot one, too. And Arn Anderson. Let's go, baby. The American Nightmare, Cody. Hell yeah. Let's go. Start off the show like this. I love it. JR's in the building. Tony Schiavone's in the building. The best announcing team in wrestling, period. Cody did get a neck tattoo. What's up, Lenny D? My guy, how are you, buddy? Hope everything's going good. If you saw with the Warriors, going to be closing off, any type of fans coming into their NBA game tomorrow. I feel a lot of other NBA teams are going to follow suit. MLB is starting to shift games already. Seattle's mayor already has a lockdown for 250 people in a location or more. So a lot of teams, a lot of events, and it may trickle down to the NFL draft, as well as WrestleMania, AEW, and WWE, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So, this shit is real. Anyone that thought that this is just, it's just some kind of made-up thing for politics and during the presidential candidate race and all that, people are dying. It may be overblown based off media, on how serious it is, but it's serious enough where they're taking the proper precautionary measures, and it just sucks. It just hurts the fans altogether. But they don't want their athletes or their guys in their federations, AEW, WWE, to get it if they don't have to. But the fans are really the ones that are missing out. The chance for an autograph, the chance for that interaction, a chance to get a foul ball. We'll see where it goes. Nice slam by Cody. All right, baby. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th. 2020 watch party. Full show and live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Jake the Snake Roberts. Either here or through patreon.com/NWSF. Show some support, baby. Odin's Child, one of my favorites in the building. What it do? Lenny D, Jeffrey. What it do, guys? Jake the Snake. Oh, baby. Holy shit. I love seeing Jake the Snake back in the building. Obviously, him being with alcohol and drugs. DDP helping him out, not only with saving his life, but to help him get a job in AEW. I love it. If you're an old school wrestling guy like me, you never can get enough of the old school guys. Regardless if they're not wrestling anymore, just the name of them being there is awesome. Okay, no problem, man. I got you, Odin's Child. Old lady, jack your TV. I'll be your play-by-play. Inner Circle. Cody. Oh, baby! Right into the steel steps. Let's go. Okay, Inner Circle. Santana, Ortiz, Cody, Brandy, his wife is in the building, Arn's in the building, all ringside. And then you got Jake the Snake with his client. All right, baby. But I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. This is one of the, favorite days for me every week because this is the only program. Nice backbreaker. Cody for the pin. One count. They said 2 count. 2. I only saw 1. But it's one of those things where every Wednesday, I look forward to this, kind of like Game of Thrones when Game of Thrones was going on. And there's no other really show on TV right now, regardless if it's wrestling or not, that I get this excited about. This is must-see TV. Oh, thank you so much, baby. Odin's Child, $20 donation. Bro, thank you so much, man. I've been grinding. Some streams, I'll make $1, $2, $5, and I'm going for 2 or 3 hours, regardless if it's an NBA game or maybe something with wrestling. But I still continue, and it's one of those things. It really means a lot, that we can share things that we like in common, like wrestling and football. But when someone donates like that, $1 is great, $2 is great, $5 is great. But such a generous donation like that, $20, bro, it really means a lot. It helps keep the grind going for me, no matter how hard my life is going at the time. So thank you so much, man. You are one of my favorites, man. Odin's Child, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I think this will grow in time as long as my job that I get with my full-time job, once I start working, the new job, depending on if I can get home before 5 o'clock, if I can continue to keep doing these are one of my favorite live streams to do, week in and week out. Odin's Child, $20 donation. Thank you so much. That shows the love and the commitment and the passion and the energy and just the love that you have not only for me and Marcus, the channel, even after football season, something that we can share together like wrestling. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. $20 by Odin's Child. That is my guy. Thank you, bro. It means a lot. And I always have to say thank you. I always acknowledge everyone in the chat, no matter if there's one person in the building with me or 10 or 20 or 30 or 40. I want to make sure I don't feel anyone is left out. And that's the connection you have on our channel. You know what I mean? Even if we get a little bit bigger, I'm not going to just, alienate anybody. Appreciate you. KGR Kid in the building. What to do? Nice $20 donation by my guy, Odin's Child, as we watch AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th. 2020, it's a watch party, full show and live reaction. Cody's outside the ring, a little injured. You got Arn Anderson pointing. Santana and Ortiz pointing, talking shit as usual. Love it, man. But I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. As we were talking about the coronavirus and how MLB is starting to postpone maybe some of the games, push out some of the games here in Seattle. Ooh, big splash. 2. Big splash on Cody for a 2 count. Okay, Ortiz. Lance Archer in the building with Jake the Snake. I guess that's the client. We didn't know if that was going to be Matt Hardy. We didn't know if that was going to be Luke Harper under, a different persona or name. Hope everyone, a little hip wiggle. A little ravishing Rick Rude hip wiggle there. I see you. But yeah, the coronavirus is impacting not only MLB, NBA games, soccer, but it may trickle down to WrestleMania, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW Dynamite shows, as well as WrestleMania. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see if they're going to let fans there. But I'll tell you what, out of all of MLB, NBA, NHL, soccer, and wrestling, WrestleMania means so much to Vince, and he's so greedy for money. There's no way in hell that he cares about coronavirus to people being inside the building. I saw E3 was canceled as well for video games. But, Vince wants that money. So he don't care if they got everyone infected in there at WrestleMania. As long as he gets beer money, he gets merch money, T-shirt money, belt money. That's what it's about. So he's definitely going to have WrestleMania with the fans no matter what. So crazy how it's impacting sports. But I hope we can get it under control. Oh, I know. That's crazy. I hope not for you, man. Yeah, we definitely don't want any of the shows that if you have tickets for already to get canceled. Okay, Cody. Going for a suplex? Ooh, okay. Oh, you got some Fiend shirts? Nice. On Twitter, you should tag me and send me the pictures. Let me see the ones that you got, bro. A couple of my buddies that are hardcore wrestling buddies, I got 2. My guy Swaggy P, and then I got my boy Jay Graves, the one that you saw me with at NXT TakeOver in the front row. We always are collecting. We're collectors, but we also, like to be able to get the merch. Sometimes we'll wear it. Sometimes we'll just, hang them, keep them as collector items down the road. But my boy Jay Graves loves the Fiend and has quite a bit of memorabilia for Fiend merch as well. Cody just threw the belt in the crowd. Oh, Santana distracting the ref as Ortiz. All right, Cody on the top rope, stunned. See what kind of high-risk maneuver we got here. What a good match to start off with. I'm really excited to see Pac and the Death Triangle and the Lucha Brothers to start off against Private Party, and I believe a Joey Janela, unless it's someone else. I think I saw that in the preview. So I'm excited. Uh-oh. Yeah, come on, Brandy. Get in there. Woo! Oh, nice. That's awesome, Odin's Child. Hell yeah, bro. I can't wait to see it. Okay, Ortiz going to the top. High-risk maneuver. Both men on the top rope. He's got him up like for a suplex. Oh, superplex off the top rope. 1, 2, 2. And then if you're a NWO guy or WCW guy or you go to the events, they say, sweet. on every pay-per-view that I go to or every show when you get guys in the crowd that call the counts. That's pretty general. Unless you go to NXT and it's Mamma Mia with Morrow. Okay, man, no problem. Only a 2 count. Arn Anderson. All right, Cody out of the outside. Suicide dive to Santana on the outside. Woo! Okay, Ortiz caught. Get him on that steal. Get him on that walkway. Ooh, yeah. Let's go. On the ramp, baby. Yeah. Let's go. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show, and live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. $20 donation. That's my guy. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. All right. Cody. Ortiz. Fisherman suplex. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. I don't know what's going on through Lance Archer. I didn't know who that was going to be. If that was going to be, Matt Hardy coming in under Jake the Snake, or if it was going to be Luke Harper, coming in, or a different wrestler. He's going to be coming in to attack him at some point. Ooh, Cody over the top rope. Okay, 1. Okay, reversal. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Finisher. Oh, he got him in the knee, right in the head. Okay, Ortiz. Ooh! And I know in the upcoming pay-per-view, they're going to be able to have the 2 rings side by side with the cage, the blood and guts and whatnot. Man, I can't wait for some of these upcoming shows that AEW has to offer. There we go, Cody. Stomp that leg. Let's go, baby. We got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. It's a watch party. Full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Got him in a submission hold here. Come on, baby. Get him, Cody. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. Oh, he taps! Ring the bell. Yes, baby. All right, Cody. Tap City. No, but what's going on with Lance Archer now, Jake the Snake? Is he going to run in? What are we going to see here? Looks like maybe they'll hold off for now. All right, Cody. Always love Cody's energy, his passion. You may not like him. You may not like him as your favorite wrestler in any federation, but I just like his energy and his passion. You don't really get that, true emotion, and that the crowd really backs behind a guy like that. And that's why he's one of those guys you absolutely love to watch wrestle, no matter what. Okay. Kenny Omega with the broken hand. That sucks, man. I was really wanting to have him wrestle, but at Revolution, man, hell of a match between him, Hangman Adam Page, and the Young Bucks. And the Elite going against the Inner Circle in the upcoming pay-per-view. God, it's going to be crazy. I mean, like I said, with WWE and how they used to charge, $50, $60 before, right, they ended up having the network. It's like I could definitely spend $50 or $60 for the pay-per-views for AEW, but I'm not sure if anyone that's on here right now knows. Is there any way to watch the AEW pay-per-views for free, or do you have to pay? I know they're on like Bleacher Report and a few other websites. Jericho. Nice shirt. Look at that Inner Circle shirt. I love it. That's dope. Both of them, too. Even Sammy Guevara's Inner Circle shirt is dope. I like that. Blood and guts, baby. Uh-oh. Pumpkinhead dipshits. Oh, no. Laid out. I love this rivalry, too. Ooh. Not good.
Those doors are very, very heavy. Very.
Oh, man. This is how you build storyline and you build the feuds. Love me some AEW. So we got AEW Dynamite Livestream March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. $20 donation, my boy. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. And Practical Jokers did make a movie. This would be actually really funny to see. I have not seen it. I definitely would go pay to see them if you ever watch their TV show. Freaking hilarious. And they've been doing it for quite some time. Let's see here. I got the Red Sox and the Rays. Looks like it's 3-0 on the TV here behind me. So we'll just wait for them to get out of the commercial. But I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. How have things been for you, KGR Kid? Everything been going good with you? Everything going good in your life out there? Hopefully everything is going good for you. I know they ended up showing the new Rams logo. What do you think about that? What do you think about that Rams logo? You liking that? Kind of looks rushed. You know what I mean? I know that the Los Angeles Chargers had a newer logo made, and people are skeptical on it. I'm not sure if I really like that Rams new logo that I saw on that hat that broke the internet a couple days ago. I mean, hopefully they can redesign it and make it a little bit nicer looking. I guess it is what it is. But we got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. It's a watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can, like Odin's Child did. $20 donation, my guy. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. Obviously, we had a good match with Cody getting the win. Ortiz, Santana, Inner Circle. Then we obviously saw the rest of the Inner Circle beating up on one of the Young Bucks as we're getting closer and closer to get back into the show. But as we were talking about earlier, that's the alternative logo. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, because that didn't look pretty one bit. I know Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my team, is supposed to get some new jerseys. Maybe not necessarily a new logo, but we'll see what happens. There's a rumor about Tom Brady and how the Buccaneers and Bruce Arians are trying to go all in since we got like $80 million in cap. I'm not sure if I really want Tom Brady for a year or two. I mean, that'll be better than Jameis Winston, you would think, based off all his turnovers. I mean, Tom can't do the things that Jameis Winston can do down the field, but at least he can hang on to the football and play smarter football that could actually put me in games. But what about my future quarterback? Like the Trevor Lawrence. That's the kind of the guy that I'm wanting. But you never know. Melvin Gordon, is going to be available on the market. Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin. Those are kind of sexy options for my team, at running back. But we'll have to kind of wait and see. But this coronavirus is crazy, man. COVID-19. I mean, in Seattle, north of me, the mayor said no groups of 250 or more. So Mariner, games are in jeopardy now. They are starting to postpone and push some of the regular season MLB games out in Seattle, which is crazy. You're not going to have any fans at the Warriors game tomorrow. They're in San Francisco. So the NBA's first game with no fans is tomorrow. So this is a real thing. You're going from NBA games to MLB. It's going to trickle down maybe to the NFL draft, not having fans there, depending on if they want the money or not, depending on the risk and the reward and the coronavirus and the spreading and whatnot. And then also, WrestleMania just right around the corner, as well as Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and this AEW show, Dynamite. All right, we got Jurassic Express versus the Butcher and the Blade. Death Triangle. I can't wait for this. Joey Janela and Private Party. Private Party should probably get a little bit more opportunities on the main show, but I get it. You know, they're trying to develop them. Hangman Adam Page and a mystery partner versus Jericho and Sammy Guevara. I can't wait for that. I don't know who the mystery partner is going to be. Okay, Nyla Rose, B. Priestley, Chris Statlander, Karu Shida up next. Okay, let's go. I got AEW Dynamite on right here. I got the Red Sox and the Rays. And then I got the Dodgers coming up on MLB Network shortly. So, Statlander. The Galaxy's greatest alien, Chris Statlander. And I love the records that they have for 2020 and the career. That's a great thing, a very innovative, thing that WWE would never do. It's too late for them to do that with the records. But everything about AEW, I love. It's the best show on TV for wrestling. It's arguably one of the best shows on TV, period, for just anything. It's must-see TV, and I haven't really been that hyped up since maybe Nitro, and WWF, Raw back in the Attitude Era where it was like must-see TV. You couldn't wait to see DX. You couldn't wait to see Nitro and NWO and what was going to happen. And it's kind of great to be able to see this excitement again, for wrestling, since we are in a timetable now with XFL is probably going to get affected by this corona as well. But it's all about the money. Really depends about the money, right now. How much money do they want to lose? Do they care about the fans and the players and the wrestlers, or do they care about money? Yeah, on AEW Dark. I did watch AEW Dark. I did subscribe to AEW on their YouTube channel, follow them on Instagram. And I like it that they do have the AEW Dark. So what they do is they'll film the dark matches like today with this show, and then you'll be able to see it the following week with the dark matches. So I absolutely love watching as much AEW as I can, even if it's some of the the developmental guys and girls that they're trying to bring up. All right, here we go. AEW Dynamite. We got a live stream March 11th, 2020, watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can, either on here or through patreon.com/NWSF. Show some support for your boy. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. Is that the girl that had the bloody tongue and she had the Fiend kind of mask on? Is that the one that you're talking about? And she was going against her partner that's coming to the ring here shortly. Because I ended up seeing a good chunk of that program. Okay, yeah. She had the blood in her mouth, and she was trying to bite the other wrestler, Sheeta. Yeah. Yeah, I did see a little bit of that. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to maybe go in that Fiend kind of scary character direction. Yeah, it was a little weird. From DC, the world champ, Rose. Yeah, I did watch a interesting thing on Nyla Rose, KG Arcade. I'm not sure if you knew or not, because I know you follow wrestling very closely. She is the first transgender wrestler out of any wrestling federation of all time, ever. And they had this nice little documentary about her, him, the transition, everything that happened in wrestling, if she would be accepted or not. She took some time away, from wrestling with the transition years ago. Very interesting story, for me, someone that, accepts pretty much everyone. I don't see race or color or gender or anything like that. It was a kind of a cool interview to be able to see when you see a lot of these people out there that are racist or, they have hatred, towards, gay, straight, transgender, whatever it is. It's a cool story, to be able to see someone's kind of struggle, their path, their journey. And I didn't even know that. I kind of thought that maybe that would be the case, that maybe she was transgender, but I wasn't sure. But then when I saw the interview, which was very interesting, I saw it on Twitter. It was a cool little 5 or 10 minute interview and story. So that was pretty neat, man. You got to support anyone with their journeys, No No one knows what it's like unless you're in their shoes. All right, here we go. Now we got a little tag match for the women's. Let's see what kind of damage Nyla Rose is going to be able to put on. The champ is here. Tony Schiavone. Good old JR. Woo! Sit down. All right, Sheeta. And obviously me, being half Japanese and half Czech, anytime I see some of the foreign wrestlers that are Japanese, it's always cool to see them break through on WWE. Obviously you had like Tajiri and, some of those guys from back in the day, but it's cool to see some of the Japanese females and males be able to kind of come up in the big boys, the big girls, being able to come up to AEW and WWE and make a name for themselves. All right, in the corner, getting beat down. We got AEW Livestream, March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy either on here or through patreon.com/NWSF if you can. Would be greatly appreciated. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. So we got Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, for the first win against the Inner Circle with the first match earlier today with Santana and Ortiz, and you saw Jake the Snake, you saw Archer, you got to see a lot of those guys, and then we saw the Inner Circle beat up on one of the members, Matt or Nick Jackson. So we'll see what the status is as we get closer and closer to a commercial break, if they give us an update. The Young Bucks, my favorite tag team. And it sucks that Kenny Omega ended up breaking his hand or injuring his hand, so he's not going to be able to wrestle for a little bit. He's obviously by far my favorite wrestler on any federation or platform. He's on that Seth Rollins, AJ Styles talent level, and in my opinion, I like him better. All right, Nyla Rose, the champ. Big suplex. All right, Nyla. 1, 2, 2. Getting the crowd into it. All right, baby. All Elite Wrestling. AEW Dynamite. My favorite show all week. Tag is made. Ooh, clothesline. Ooh, nice drop kick. That's the only thing I feel about wrestling shows, because I know they have to get their money in, and I know they have to get their promotions in, for those companies that pay a lot of money to be able to have the commercials on for movies or commercials during, these shows, because obviously they know people are watching, so that's why they put their placement on. It just sucks when they split it off like this, half and half. I mean, I get it. I want chicken, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I want that Popeyes, but I want to be able to see the action, But it is what it is. Everyone's trying to promote and make money, so I get it. They want their little spot because they know we're watching, and that maybe one of us will go to Popeyes after the show is over and get themselves a Popeyes chicken sandwich for $3.99. I get it. But it's just, I guess it could be worse. They could just cut away altogether like they do sometimes on Raw. I know SmackDown usually does kind of the split screen actions, kind of like NXT and AEW. But so I guess it could be completely worse. They could just cut it off altogether. And you just see commercial, but it's almost like more frustrating for me when I just see a little box on the right and then Post Limon with his chip commercial.
Look, he's opening his eyes.
Come on, baby, get back to the action. But we got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11, 2020. It's a watch party. Full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Turn the notifications on. I don't know what it is with YouTube now ever since we went into the new year, but it seems like a lot of the people that subscribe to the channel they went in and then turned everyone's notifications off. And so it's like you got to go in there and make sure the notifications are on if you want them for all the new content that we bring out. But it seems like a good chunk of our fan base, isn't getting the notifications when we are online, which is, makes it just me have to work extra hard, to be able to put out the content, put out the material. But, I know they like to push the bigger channels with like Ninja and a lot of these gaming channels and whatnot and the famous people. But, us little guys are grinding too. You know what I mean? All right, back to the action. Yeah, I don't know. There's typically would be more people in here, but, it's okay. Sometimes people are busy. Some of them may not get the notification. A lot of times I'll end up getting messages on Twitter and, like, Instagram and, like, Facebook after we're offline. And they're like, bro, I didn't even get the notification. And these are people that have been with us since, like, day one or, like, year one or year two. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? If they're not getting the notifications or whatnot, I mean, that's up to YouTube, I guess, to decide if they're, trying to make it harder for me and Marcus to be able to, get this channel to 20K and to get it to 3 million views. But as long as I keep grinding, I'm going to still do NFL, college football, NBA, wrestling, MLB. I'll do some MLB live streams, as well, Sunday Night Baseball. So I pretty much feel comfortable doing any sport, including wrestling, for any type of commentary, live stream. So just got to keep grinding. Yeah, but normally there will be more people in the live stream than at this point. But you know what? It's okay. I don't mind. I mean, I'm watching it. I'm having a good time. I know Odin's Child's typically in the building. You are. You know what I mean? And if anything, they're going to be missing out. I mean, it's AEW, baby. Okay, here we go. Nice suplex. Woo! Okay, Sheeta. Yeah, and it's just refreshing. And KGR Kid, you'd probably admit too, when you end up watching a good wrestling program compared to a booty wrestling program like Raw, SmackDown, and even sometimes NXT, from time to time isn't up to par. It's just nice to be able to see the crowd and the participation and the passion and the energy, because you don't get that in Raw ever. You don't get it in SmackDown, and you do get it in NXT, but normally that's like at Full Sail because they're at a smaller location. But that's what I like, man. I like the crowd participation, the energy, you know what I mean? Just like when you go watch, NFL games or college football, wherever you go, the energy and the passion from the crowd, I love that because I'm passionate and I have that energy as well. So I like to be around people that are like me, that enjoy the same type of things as myself. Okay, here we go. Nyla Rose, baby, on the top rope with a knee. Oh, it was dodged by Sheeta. Woo! Ooh, there we go. Sheeta at the top rope. Okay. Nice little drop kick to the thigh. Woo! Big shot. 1, 2, 2. Sweet! Odin's Child in the building. What to do, my guy? So obviously we saw in the first match Cody, the American Nightmare, get the win. No, you're good. Inner Circle. Oh, Sheeta picked up Nyla Rose. No way. 1, 2, 2. Wow. Wow. That was crazy. Nyla Rose is big, too. Oh, you tagged it? Awesome. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I can't wait to see it. I have it on my phone right now as what I'm watching the program because since I'm on the West Coast, there's no opportunity for me to watch AEW actually live except for the TNT app. So I have the TNT app on my phone right in front of me, and then I'm watching the Red Sox and the Rays on my TV behind me, in front of me here. Oh, here we go. Nyla Rose picking up Sheeta at the top. Oh, countered with the Hurricane Rana as she was going for the powerbomb. Sheeta. Yes, superplex. I love it. Woo! Spear! Spear by Nyla. Oh, here we go. Big power bomb, the finisher. Oh, sit down power bomb. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Wow. Oh, sweet, bro. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to check it out until the show is over, since I'm watching it, currently on the phone right here. But as soon as the show is over, I'll definitely retweet it, on my Twitter as well. Did you get it from WWE Shop? How much did it all cost for the 2 shirts that you got? Did you get one of the deals, or did you have to pay like full price? Because I would assume they're about 20 or 25 normally, unless you get like one of their specials that they have occasionally. 27 for 2. That's a great deal. That's a smoking deal. Yeah, I definitely would buy those for 25 a pop. But that's always cool when you can end up getting a steal like that. Yeah. B. Priestley. She said, I want my shot at the championship. One was $1. Okay, so one was like $25.99, and the other one was $1. Hell yeah, bro. Good eye. You got to have that, when you're looking for merch. I mean, my situation right now as far as finances is pretty low right now. I mean, like I said, I need to end up getting a different full-time job from the one that I was doing at that, tire company. It was just too much physical labor. So I'm going to end up getting something new probably sometime around this weekend or Monday. Might go through like a temp agency and see what kind of like warehouse work they have, or maybe like a Winco or Costco, or just something indoors. Something maybe on the phones, but maybe just some physical work at a warehouse or at a store. But things have been pretty tough for me, financially. But once I get on my feet, I definitely want to pick up some AEW merch. I'd love to get an AEW T-shirt and hoodie at some point. So I'll have to wait until that time comes. All right, Christopher Daniels, I see you. Being the Elite. Oh, man, you have no idea, bro. That was just too much, man. It was like coming home bloody, coming home just bruised. I still have bruises on my legs from those tires, and you're not doing like 50 a day. I mean, you're filling up the truck, having to go to the warehouse, unload it, and then going out and filling up the truck again. So, I mean, you're filling up like 500 to 800 tires that weigh like 10 pounds for some of the lighter ones, but some of the heavy ones that have like rainwater in them and nasty water in them, I mean, you're looking at 50, 60, 70 pounds, and they're being rolled at you consistently where you got to lift up 4 or 5 feet to push them out. My wrist is like, feels like it's like broken or sore. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it, just based off the work. And that was only 4 or 5 days of work. So yeah, not for me. You know what I mean? I definitely want to be able to not feel completely drained, after doing my job. I mean, I can be mentally drained, but I can deal with that. But being mentally and physically drained, because I still want to be able to put out content for the channel, all year round, even if it's not NFL season or college football season. So, but once I get that schedule on track, then I'll be able to let Marcus know when I'll be able to, do these recordings. But a lot of the recordings I'm going to be doing probably at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. And at that point, it might be too late for him to come over. So maybe on the weekends at some point. Sometimes he has his kids or he has things he's doing with his girlfriend. So that'll be a decision that he'll have to make if he wants to come and record. If it's a little bit later in the evening, Monday through Friday, or on the weekend. But regardless, I'll still, be putting out the content, keep the channel afloat all year round. And that's big facts. So, but I'm going to definitely try to do something, maybe not blue collar. So, I mean, it definitely taught me a lot, and it definitely worked me to the bone. But I can definitely do something maybe a little bit more suited for me. So we got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. It's a watch party, full show, live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. $20 donation. Absolutely love you, brother. Appreciate you very, very much. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. Let's take a quick look here. He says, I get cut up by rusty tin screws and mess with shit-filled pipes and septic tank plumbing and heat. Isn't a cakewalk. Oh, man, that's brutal. How long have you been doing that, man? Much respect to you. That probably pays decent, but, I mean, the everyday grind on your mental and on your body, you're probably just freaking deadbeat tired every single day you come home from work. Big props to you, man. I mean, anyone that does blue-collar work, they have no idea unless they do it themselves or working with you as like a coworker. 4 years? 4, count them 4, man, you're an animal, brother. I mean, like I said, it as long as it gives you that stability, and gives that money coming in, that paper coming in, that's what you need. You need that stability. Things have been kind of up and down, with me, so obviously once I can find something stable, and then I can continue to do the channel, because this is a full-time job, even though there might be times where, I might be going through a hard time, or, there might be some depression, or maybe someone got ill or something happened. I try not to go too far away from the channel. I mean, there may be like a week or 2 weeks or a week and a half, but I mean, once I get past a couple days, I miss just the interaction and recording, because it is my passion. It is my love. I love being able to talk on the mic and talk sports. Do reaction videos for NFL, college football, wrestling, anything, as well as just doing live streams and interacting with y'all. So, but once I get on that, regular stability, then I'll feel a little bit better with everything that's going on in my life. So, I did see that. I did see Gronk was signing with WWE. I did a tweet on that last night that he was in discussions, and he should be on SmackDown not this week, but next week. So I don't know if that's just going to be with his boy, his friend. That's already in there right now, but we'll have to kind of wait and see if they pair him up as a tag team, or if they end up doing some type of other role, if he's a manager, or Mojo Rawley and him together, or what they're going to do with them. So it'll be interesting for sure. Was better than retail, less stress, really still deal with the ass hats. That's a new one. Yeah, no, I feel you. I bet that was tough. Anything involving construction is no joke. Big facts. I did see that. That's crazy. Rob Gronkowski. I don't know. I mean, he'll definitely, if he goes to the training centers, I mean, he can do the basic things, the body slams, the suplexes, the elbow drops, the legs, the knees, the kicks. But to be able to do a little bit more above and beyond, he'll need a little bit of training, unless he's going to be like a manager to Mojo, or if they're just going to have him wrestle limited. I'm not sure really what his role is going to be. He can talk. He is a talker. So we'll see if he ends up just doing promos and just maybe being Mojo's manager. We will have to kind of wait and see. Walmart. See, I was thinking Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer, there's kind of similar stores out here in my neck of the woods, but I feel that they work you to the bone. You don't get paid a whole lot. You got to work long hours, and you got to work holidays, and they kind of treat you as employee number 43444 instead of an actual human being. So I'm not sure if I want to go down that path. I'm thinking about maybe doing warehouse work, maybe Costco or Winco, at a big, grocery store type place. But just something that I could go to maybe like a food place, but I don't know if I really want to do like a food place. There's this Roxy's Hawaiian Grill. They have a couple locations by my house that have great Hawaiian food, and it kind of has that laid back atmosphere where I feel that I could go there and work and enjoy it. But I'm not like just gonna go to any like Burger King or Burgerville, unless I absolutely have to and I need to get a job and that's the one that hires me or whatever. But I mean, I'm not really looking to do that type of job. I'd rather probably do a warehouse work. The Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. Okay. But typically when I'm not doing phone sales, which I've done about 20 years of my life in the last 20 years, it's typically warehouse work. And I got about 3 to 6 years experience doing, warehouse work. So, I mean, I can do it if I want to be like an order picker, or, drive a forklift, or, grab materials for people in the warehouse. So I can do that. So we'll just see what becomes available to me on Monday. Woo! Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. And their opponents. MJF with Wardlow, the biggest heel in the business. He's got the ring. I like MJF, and the thing is like a lot of people hate MJF. He's supposed to be an asshole, he's supposed to be the heel. He reminds me of The Miz when The Miz was in his heel phase. Great talker, pretty good wrestler, which MJF is, as well as The Miz. Very overlooked, undershadowed, but you need those asshole kind of guys in the business. That's what makes wrestling fun. You know what I mean? It's like when you were a little kid, going for the evil guys. Sometimes, if you're getting the wrestling figures or you're playing the wrestling video games, sometimes you go for the bad guys, the heels. You know what I mean? And I can always appreciate a good heel in the business, and MJF is definitely one of those. Absolutely. Great heel. There is an Amazon hub in my town. There's quite a few of them. I'm not sure if I want to be doing the Amazon thing, though. I'm a heel guy, too. You know, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Skeletor. You know what I mean? And no matter if I'm talking about He-Man or Cobra Commander with my G.I. Joes, you know, with all the collectibles. But I've always liked collecting the bad, the evil. Just, you know, kind of something that I've always collected. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the faces and the good guys, as Jurassic Express is coming in to the ring. Yeah, absolutely. But I always, like, as I just look around with the heels, you know, that I have and I collect. I mean, a good chunk of my collection are the heels or the bad guys. Just, you know, I definitely got some of the others as well. But, like, for me, you know, a lot of people liked Hulk Hogan. My favorite is Hollywood Hogan, as you can see, you know, the figure back there right by my thumb. I mean, the Hollywood Hogan NWO, to me, by far was my favorite, you know, out of any of the heels, you know, especially seeing Hulkamania and growing up in Hulkamania and watching, you know, since the birth of Hulkamania and seeing that transition. You just never thought you would see Hulk Hogan, the ultimate good guy, go bad. And when he went bad, he went, like, all the way bad, and it was awesome. It was just awesome to see in wrestling, and that's why the NWO, new World Order for life, is so iconic, with Scott Hall being Razor Ramon, you know, Diesel, Kevin Nash, you know, and just seeing the whole NWO. I mean, no disrespect to DX and what they did, but to me, NWO is the most iconic, you know, faction of all time. I mean, towards the end of it, when they started branching out, NWO and NWO Wolfpack, and then they started adding too many members, and then it went to Blue World Order, you know, at the ECW with Big Stevie Cool, and then you saw LWO with the Latino World Order. So there was a lot of, you know, playoff of the NWO, but it shows you it's the biggest, you know, form of flattery when they go that right, you know, when they go LWO, when they go BWO, you know. Before social media, yeah, no kidding. MJF with the eye pin Cody, Luchasaurus in the ring. All right, AE BWO. I did like the BWO. I did. Big Stevie Cool. They actually had some the Blue Meanie. Remember? There you go. See, Odin Child, you know what I'm talking about. See, wrestling guys like us, I mean, if you say some of those names, they have no idea. Those BWO shirts from back in the day, I always wanted one. I never had one. You know, I had original ones. I had Wolfpack ones. Never had an LWO one either, which I would have liked to have because I love Eddie Guerrero. Always was big on Eddie. But, yeah, BWO. Four Horsemen, that's another great one. MJF going in the corner talking shit. Steve Mongo McMichael, Ric Flair. I even got some old WCW comics that came out in the early 90s. I got 2 of them in my collection still that I go and sometimes once in a while I'll get bored and I'll look through them. This is cool, man, to be able to see that old school. All right. Luchasaurus in the corner. Yeah, one of them's got Ron Simmons. Damn! Right, before he went to WWF. Sting is on the cover of another one. Ravishing Rick Rude is on a cover on one of the ones on there, too. It's cool, man. They only made it for, I think, 1 year. And I remember going to, like, the Circle K and grabbing a couple of those when I was, like, 5, 6 years old. And I still have them to this day. Pretty good condition, too. Pretty cool comic, too, because you don't really see wrestling comics. That's kind of like nothing that anyone's ever seen unless you picked up one of those from back in the day. We got Aew Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. It's a watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. Very gracious. One of the best fans in the business for the Fanatic family. $20 donation today. Thank you so much. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. MJF going after Luchasaurus. The Dragon Screw, 1 count. And then obviously with the coronavirus, kind of taking over, MLB is getting some of their games postponed or moved out to different cities. NBA, Golden State Warriors are not going to play with any fans tomorrow. Where this will lead for the NFL draft, WrestleMania and AEW, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, we don't know. But we have to wait or see. He was imitating Ric Flair or Jeff Jarrett. Love me some Jeff Jarrett. He was a good heel too. He definitely had his moment when he was in his prime. Papa Shango, there you go. That's another old school one. See, I love that. See, with my two other wrestling buddies, we could just name drop for days. You know how you can name drop NFL, NBA players from back in the day, and occasionally we'll do that. We'll call each other or leave messages on text message, and whatever, Rodney Rogers, or whatever, Todd Dang. We'll go back and kind of go through those old school names in the NBA or NFL. But man, we can name drop for days. For WWF, ECW, WCW, and it's fun, man. It kind of makes you remember, where you were at, how old you were, were you playing with the wrestling figures, with the wrestling rings? Because for me, I'm a big collector. I still have wrestling rings that are fully packaged, steel cage accessories that are still in the box, that I always wanted to play with, you know what I mean? But at this point, you can't really be 37, 38 years old playing with my wrestling figures. I mean, I guess you could. You know what I mean? I guess you could if you wanted to be able to live your childhood all over again. You know what I mean? But since I don't have any kids of my own, I don't really have that, that cheat where I can actually open up some of that stuff. But a lot of that stuff is worth a lot of money. So I keep it obviously still in the package, fully sealed. But I got a lot of figures, a lot of accessories, a lot of wrestling, WWF, ECW, WCW, rings, accessories, all that. So Young Nola is in the building. What to do, my guy? Jake from State Farm commercial. Oh, you love it, man. The Shermanator. Arby's. We got the meats. Let's go back to the action, baby. But yeah, this coronavirus, COVID-19 is crazy, man. Like I said, I knew some of these Mariner games were going to either get pushed out or canceled, which is crazy. So I don't really know what's going to happen with the rest of Major League Baseball and if they're going to be playing a lot of these games with no fans, which sucks. No chances for foul balls, no chances for autographs. If you're a fan of Major League Baseball like I am, I watch a lot of the Dodgers and the Mariner games, with my dad, and absolutely love the MLB, so it sucks. NBA, they're going to have the Warriors playing tomorrow for the first time ever with no fans. It's going to be weird. It's going to be like a closed practice. I don't know how the players are going to react, if they're going to even be playing hard, but it's just really weird if they're going to push out the NBA season, where the NBA finals, instead of being in June, might be in July. They might try to push it out. And then what happens if we can't get this controlled by the time NFL and college football season comes around, as well as WrestleMania coming up and Raw and SmackDown and NXT and AEW? Like, it makes you kind of wonder. I mean, especially when football season comes around, you know what I mean? Not having any fans there. I mean, obviously we know that sports is all about money, wrestling is all about money, but it's also about the fans. So I don't know. I mean, I hope I don't get it. I know it's definitely killing a lot of the people that have prior existing conditions, people that are in their 70s, their 80s, their 90s. Those are the ones that are really getting hit the most. Not so much for younger generations and the kids, but, man, I don't know. As well as the NHL and a lot of these other organizations, MLB, NHL, soccer, NBA, NFL. It's kind of scary, you know what I mean? And some people thought, the media is blowing it out of proportion. That may be true, right? But people are dying, and people are definitely taking precautionary steps. So it's one of those things that's definitely scary every time I look at the updates and saying, what's going on. You have a lot of those mini wrestlers, the thumbhole ones. Oh, really? Yeah, because I showed you the one that I got the original. Original Hulk Hogan. This is rare. Like, you don't really see these thumb wrestlers from 1985 that often. These are from 1985. I mean, you don't see too many of those. But I mean, I got all kinds of the old school, wrestlers from the 80s, the 90s. This is one of my older ones, not super old, but obviously you got the Stone Cold Steve Austin with the belt, with the iconic smoking skull. I think this one's from like 96 or 97. Pretty much mint condition, you know what I mean? You don't really see a lot of these that are in great shape anymore. But and then obviously you got to go in the NWO, right, with the Sting. These ones were cool. These ones were from Toy Biz, and obviously with Toy Biz, you squeak, you push on the legs or the arms, and they move. I mean, you can have fun with these all day long. Love those. Great collectibles. Young Nola in the building. Oh! Caught him at the top. Butcher. Yeah, those Toy Biz ones were pretty cool. The bone crunching ones, hell yeah. Yep, I got some of those. We got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. Jurassic Express. Oh, baby, he got caught. Jungle Boy, woo! Okay, let's go. But I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Coronavirus is going everywhere. Everyone's getting canceled for different events. Ooh, Luchasaurus? Oh! Luchasaurus? Are you kidding me? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Man. I know he's celebrating a birthday yesterday or today, Luchasaurus, but to him to go over the top, he's a pretty big guy, and then to do a flip to the outside. Wow. Wow, that was crazy. You might bring your daughter to SmackDown in May. It's fun, man, when you go to events in person. I mean, I want to go to AEW in person. Double choke slam. Woo! What the? Standing moonsault. Ooh. The Butcher sending Marco and Jungle Boy right into the dog pile there. She loves the Fiend. Oh, that's the show to go to then. Those are original lanterns that the Fiend had when he would come down to the ring. That'd be really cool to be able to buy one of those from like the prop store or something, like the original ones. Oh, big kick to the Butcher. Big clothesline to Luchasaurus. Jazz Thunder is postponed. Crazy. All these MLB games, NBA. I just don't want it to impact the NFL draft. Or Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or WrestleMania, or AEW, but $100 gets you the head one. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I'm not sure if they've altered the design since he first came down to the ring with it. Marco, he's like, me! Ooh, the bunny. Hello. Ooh. Jungle Boy. All right, MJF. Ooh, going for the submission. He's tapping. MJF trying to break an arm. Okay. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. He's so gracious. He's my boy. $20 donation. Thank you, bro. Even if I don't get any others today, just getting a nice, gracious one like that really goes a long ways. Sometimes you'll get $1, $2, $5. Any amount counts. Even $1, you know what I mean? But when you get a nice one like that, I mean, it really means a lot. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. I'm going to try to do as many of these AEW live stream, things on YouTube as I can. But once I get my new job on Monday, I'll probably be working full time. So I'm going to try to get hours, maybe 6 or 7 in the morning until 3 or 4. So that way I'll have time to prep. And then, Darby Allin. that I'll be able to, do some live streams during the week since this starts at 5 o'clock. I normally get these, if I didn't have this app, I would normally be getting AEW at 8 o'clock, which I get Raw, SmackDown, AEW. I get it late, which kind of sucks. So there was no opportunity for me to do any type of live stream for Raw, SmackDown, or AEW normally prior to this app. So thank God for the TNT app. Rosemary, AEW, WWE. KGR kids, I'm going to Disney World. I don't know what we got going on here. Is this some Darby Allin promo? He's up from my neck of the woods in the Northwest. In Seattle. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Tony Schiavone. I love his voice. He might be, to me, one of the best of all time. I'm a big Nitro guy. Obviously the Attitude Era. You got JR, but Tony Schiavone and what you were able to have that vibe and WCW Nitro. I've always been more of a WCW guy, an ECW guy rather than WWF guy. I mean, I had my WWF moments with Hulkamania, obviously with Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of my favorites of all time, The Rock, Mankind, but I always leaned a little bit more towards the production and the vibe that WCW and ECW gave you. ECW for the hardcore action and WCW for the presentation and the wrestlers that they had. All right, Britt Baker. Supposedly she is dating Adam Cole, baby. That's his girl. So I'm not sure if they're still together or not, but that was the rumor that they were still dating each other. Oh, KGR Kid, thank you so much, baby. I like Joey Styles the best. Obviously, his energy from ECW. Oh, my God. Right? I have so many ECW VHSs, and I also have a bunch of DVDs from a lot of the old pay-per-views from back in the day that they released in the early 2000s. I have probably like 12 of them, and once in a while I'll go back and watch. But definitely love Joey Styles. Big fan of Schiavone as well. Appreciate the grind. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. 1 a.m. on Saturdays, yeah? And I would used to go through my channels. I didn't have cable, and I would have to go through some of the channels that were blurry just to be able to catch some of those matches that they had in New York, and then they ended up having those, so. What's up? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, love me some ECW. Rob Van Dam, Sabu, right? Taz, Mike Awesome, Masato Tanaka. I mean, I can go on for days. Lance Storm, Justin Credible. I mean, I was a big ECW guy, and I watched it when it first came out. So a lot of my buddies never even heard of it, until I introduced them to it. And then New Jack, Mustafa, oh man, just crazy the matches, the hardcore insanity that ECW, and then obviously when WWF bought them, it wasn't the same, just same thing with WCW, it just wasn't the same anymore, once you buy the brand, but when they had their brands going at an all-time high, I mean, that's what it was about, man. Always have been an ECW guy, always been a WCW guy. Nothing against WWF or WWE, but it's just different. It's kind of watered down product, for me. So, Britt Baker, DMD. Okay, here we go. Okay, swerve. Yeah. Oh!
I don't know why you're out here anyway. It's not like you have any amount of relevance here. The only person in your household wrestling cares about is your boyfriend?
Ooh. Which is who? Is it Cedric Alexander? Oh, Adam Cole reference. There you go. Oh. Oh, she better run. Uh-oh. Yeah, I love the indie federations too. It's cool because, like, I mean, it all depends if you're ROH or the independent scene. I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, Odin's Child, like you are hardcore, like I am. You know, you want to see beyond just whatever that they throw at you on TV. You know, I wish WWF transitioned to WWE and it wasn't just all about the money and they put on, you know, better quality writing and better matches, but they just got complacent, you know, and thank God AEW finally came around and they're not going to be bought out. It's not going to be one of those things where they're successful for a couple years and they offer them X amount of dollars and they sell out. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be the competitor, and it's good for the business. Competition brings out the best, but it shows you how lazy, you know, WWE was for so many years, and it's just great to be able to have that opportunity. For me, when I was back in the day, it was ECW, WCW, and WWF. That was the best. Having 3 quality products, 3 different federations, each bringing something different to the wrestling fan that we really, you know, looked for. So JCW Oddball Bonanza. Okay, I will, man. After this live stream's over, I'll take a look. I'll check it out, man. I love hardcore wrestling, man. I mean, I got some stuff from Japan where they got like barbed wire matches, you know, where they get like electrocuted when they go into the ropes. Crazy, bloody, insane wrestling matches in Japan that they used to do. I imagine they still do them, you know, from time to time now at the Tokyo Dome. But I got a bunch of DVDs with some crazy, crazy hardcore wrestling, thumbtacks, just like you every once in a while you'd see with Mankind back in the day, and as well. Insane Clown Posse's wrestling. Is it? Okay. All right. I'll take a look and a listen. Oh, yeah. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. It's a watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did and KGR Kid did. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. You know, you guys are regulars. You see how hard it is, you know, for people to succeed at YouTube and why a lot of people quit, why a lot of people get discouraged, why a lot of people lose faith. But with me, this is my passion. It's my love. I love to be able to talk wrestling, talk sports, you know, do reaction videos, do live streams. This is my life, man. I really, truly do enjoy it. And it doesn't matter if there's 5 people in the building, 50 people in the building, 500 in the building. I'm still going to be the same type of person. The money isn't going to change me. I'm still going to grind. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. And as we're getting into MLB, coronavirus, NBA, wrestling, NFL draft, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, we'll see where it goes. But as far as the fans are concerned, it's going to definitely punish and hurt them. But hopefully they'll get things kind of resolved by NFL and college football season. Because I can't imagine not being able to go to my, you know, Autzen Stadium for my home Oregon Ducks and watching them play. So, Joey Janela and Private Party. Music reactors make huge bank, but also there's a lot of copyright, you know, things that are involved as well. So it just depends on if they are connected in the YouTube world or not, because a lot of the copyright stuff can, you know, take a lot of that away. So. Private Party is the equivalent to WWE's Private Party, as you know who I'm talking about. They're almost identical. 2 brothers. One brings the drink that wants the smoke, and then you got Private Party here in AEW. I love this. The Death Triangle. Pac. And the Lucha Brothers, one of the best tag teams in the business. Street Profits, just like Private Party. Street Profits, obviously, you know, they're raw. They still are raw, just like Private Party is still a little bit raw as far as wrestling skills is concerned. Chiefs play the Bills in Buffalo. 5-hour drive. I'm going to even, if I make a custom Chiefs chem suit. I know, right? I mean, I got to make an Oregon Duck one. I mean, I got to be able to, I mean, Blazer games, I have my buddies will take me for free so I can watch them, and the Blazers are trash this year. They're injured, and they're not good. They're not going to the playoffs. But, you know, as far as, like, being able to, you know, see my Oregon Ducks, obviously my favorite team, I got to be able to go. I mean, if that's going to be the only thing, Tampa Bay's too far away, you know, for me being in Oregon. So, but I was hoping to go to some Mariner games this year. They got some good bobbleheads. They have a Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. dual bobblehead in August. So I'm hoping by then that they'll get it resolved, because I definitely want to be able to get that and add that to my collection. I'm a big bobblehead collector, especially when I can go to the Mariners games and try to get a foul ball as well. All right, Private Party and Joey Janela versus Death Triangle. First match we've seen them together. Pac and the Lucha Brothers. And I love it, too, that they brought them together, too, because, I mean, you can always have tag and single guys do their own thing, but having the factions, that's what it's about. Vince is stupid. He hates factions in WWE. I love factions. And even though they have a bunch of them in AEW, I love it. Gives an opportunity for other people to join. You know, obviously feuds when they break up from the faction. It's easier storyline. And, like I said, factions are cool, man. I mean, like I said, you got Undisputed Era, which is the coolest faction that's in the business right now. I feel, besides Inner Circle and the Elite, right? They got something going there on NXT. Nice move. But, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, I don't, for whatever reason, Vince doesn't like it. I mean, I obviously love the Shield with Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley, and Seth Rollins, but that's, you know, gone forever. So you're never going to see that. But that was like the best faction for me for quite some time. Sanity. That was a good one. That was a good one. And you don't see too many factions that have more than 3 guys. And when you do, like the Inner Circle, I mean, it's cool, man. It's like kind of like the NWO of 2020, the Inner Circle. Lots of personalities, but a lot of good wrestlers, too. And they're all really good on the mic as well. Woo! Big kick. All right, Private Party. They're a little bit more athletic as far as the 2 of them are concerned than the Street Profits. You got one guy that's athletic and the other guy that's a woo, nice. That's a little chubby, and you know, he still tries to, you know, put on his athleticism from time to time. JJ Trilla, what's good, fam? Cowboy Nation in the building. What it do? You gonna get Dak Prescott signed? So it sounds like he's turning down some of the money, but your boy is always here, always grinding. Aew Dynamite Livestream, March 11, 2020. It's a watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child and KGR Kid did. $22 donation, 20 from Odin's Child, 2 from KGR Kid. Thank you so much. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, turning off everyone's notifications off from our channel, making it harder for them to be able to know when we're online. But a lot of the regulars will always peep us, you know, from Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, looking for us. So hopefully that they'll get that fixed, even though that they're turning off everyone's notification on our channel. I don't know why they hating so much, but I'm still grinding. You know, even after NFL and college football season is over, you know, this channel is, you know, obviously 365 as much as I can all year round. Appreciate you guys very, very much. It's an all-time favorite factions. Sanity. Woo! All right. Little kip-ups. All right, Private Party, I see you. JJ Trilla in the building. Hopefully everything's going good with you. Obviously, Cowboy Nation's going to have to decide on where they're going to go. I've been reading more reports on them, and I know you were looking at more of like a pass rusher or a D-tackle or DN. I'm pretty sure from all the reports that I've been seeing, it's going to be corner or safety for that first round pick. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see if that falls into place. But it sounds like corner and safety is really on their priority list besides getting Dak, you know, signed and getting that kind of taken care of. So unless they decide to not bring Amari Cooper back and then going after one of those amazing wide receivers that's going to be in this draft. But I think corner, obviously Byron Jones is leaving, so you need to replace him. That's a need, right? That's why the Henderson cat from Florida is going to be someone that the Cowboys are looking at, as well as McKinney, the safety from Alabama. And usually Alabama players, you can't really go wrong there, that often. So unless you're like Trent Richardson, maybe the one Alabama player that never really panned out for them. But I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Obviously, I got the Red Sox 3-1 over the Rays on the TV. I got AEW here in front of me on the computer doing the live stream. Coronavirus and COVID-19 is a big deal. We got the Warriors playing the first NBA game with no fans tomorrow. Other NBA teams are going to follow, which is kind of scary and crazy. MLB obviously is following suit as well. So the Mariners, Seattle Mayor, we've had some, coronaviruses, conditions, and people have been getting sick up in Seattle. So they are banning gatherings of 250 people or more, which means Seattle Sounders soccer games, Mariner games might get canceled with no fans, as well as maybe moving these games to another location, which I don't really know if that's going to help, because you're getting people all across the United States, with the coronavirus. So it is interesting to see where they go with it. But just the impact for the fans, and me and you and all of the fans across the world, not being able to watch, in person your favorite baseball team. For me, Mariners and Dodgers, or, not being able to go to Raw, SmackDown, maybe WrestleMania or an AEW event like Dynamite or a pay-per-view, if they end up doing that. But if they end up continuing to have these events with the fans, obviously wrestling is kind of different than MLB, NHL, soccer, NBA, or NFL or college football. It's definitely about the money. Vince is going to be like, fuck it, I don't care if everyone's got coronavirus in fucking WrestleMania, as long as he's getting his beer money and his shirt sold and his belt sold there, and they show up for the event, So, because watching a wrestling event with no fans would be more awkward than watching NBA or baseball with no fans. I know that would be weird, but with wrestling and the way that they chant and how they interact more than other sports, baseball fans don't really interact as much unless the Houston Astros come to town and you're talking shit about them, obviously stealing the signs and bantering and arguing with them. That's going to be a big thing. But, yeah, that's crazy, man. This corona shit is for real, and it seems like moving forward, not having fans at NBA, MLB, wrestling. The NFL draft is going to be interesting for me too, because you always have people involved there. And if you don't have fans at the NFL draft, it would be weird. A lot of people would be disappointed. Hall of Fame game coming up, and obviously 4 or 5 months away, Cowboys and Steelers. And then obviously what's going to happen when NFL comes around? NFL and college football, because that's going to be the biggest impact, because there's more fans in the United States for those than NBA or MLB. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get it under control at that point, or if they're still going to be, cautionary and cautious at that point. So ICP, Vampiro, and the Great Muda. Ooh, now you're bringing back old school names. The Oddities, the Ministry, the Brood, Gangrel, man, BWO, NWO, Wolfpack, DX, Raven's Flock, Raven, Lodi, Sign Guy Dudley from the Dudleys, Devon, Bubba Ray, Sign Guy Dudley, Big Dick Dudley. Oh, man, old school. Old school. You're bringing me back, bro. Okay. I love it. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11, 2020. It's a watch party. Full show and live reaction. I know that was going to make you laugh. Oh, man, old school ECW, WCW, WWF. You got to love it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boys if you can, like Odin's Child did. KGR Kid did as well. Appreciate you guys very much. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. And I think I'm going to go off this Red Sox game because I'm pretty sure the Dodgers are on MLB Network instead of being on the Boston Network. I hear this is awesome. So obviously I missed out. Brewers and Dodgers are on. So let me click over and have that on my TV as well so I can multitask. My dad, obviously, if you know, he grew up in LA, big Dodger fan, has been a fan of the Dodgers since the 50s. So I am a Dodger fan as well. Obviously, meeting Ken Griffey Jr., his rookie year in '89, being a fan of a crappy Seattle Mariner team is rough. You know what I mean? But I always try to go to the game since I live in Oregon. Big Ken Griffey Jr. guy, Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez, Ichiro. I mean, those are my guys, but all those guys are kind of in the past. But pin, two. Ultimo Dragon matches. Ooh, those were great, weren't they? In WCW, those were fire. Whenever I think about Ultimo Dragon, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, I mean, you always remember the different belts and the different matches that they had. All the lucha wrestlers, La Parca, Juventud Guerrera. Man, I miss those days. Pac. Woo! Nice athleticism right there. Joey Janela getting in. Phoenix going outside. Pentagon. Ooh, big kick. Psychosis. Absolutely, man. I loved it when they ended up having their cruiserweights. You know, that's another reason why I like WCW a little bit more than WWF. Just the variety of wrestlers. Oh, over the top. Let's go. Hell yeah. Isaiah Cassidy. Not Orange Cassidy. Oh, wow. On the top? Woo! Wow. Oh, baby. Uh-oh, the bastard is down. Pac. AE dub. Ooh! Big elbow drop. Macho Man elbow drop. 1, 2. If we lose Byron Jones, sign Chris Harris. I don't know if Chris Harris is going to come to the Cowboys, though. And a Brown or a good D-tackle there at 17. Yeah, McKinney, Delpit will be there as well. Delpit's fire, bro. If you watched him at LSU, watch some highlights. I encourage you watch McKinney highlights, Delpit highlights, and Henderson highlights, the corner from Florida. You'll be impressed. You won't even remember Byron Jones if you get Henderson. I mean, it's hard to be able to get these corners. And there's not going to be very many that go in the first round, maybe 2, maybe 3. So, and Okuda will be the first one. But this Henderson cat's pretty nice. Uh-oh. Woo! Nice double team move. Oh! Phoenix going outside the ring. Uh-oh. Pac. Oh, here we go. 450. Nope. Woo! 3. Falcon Arrow, baby. Yeah, Byron Jones is going to be wanting a lot of money. Austin Hooper, I know that he's going to be commanding, $9 or $10 million. I know Marcus did a tweet and thought that was ridiculous. I think Austin Hooper's worth the $10 million. You know what I mean? He's not that bad for the tight ends that are going to be on the market. Hunter Henry's the only other big name, and he gets hurt every year. So, I mean, I'd rather have a guy that has some stability that can get you, close to 1,000 yards if you give him the ball throughout the season and could get you 5 to 10 touchdowns, But like I said, everyone has their own opinions. Oh, look at this. Wow. Submission Central. Joey Janela and Private Party getting beat up by the Death Triangle. Pentagon. Uh-oh, here we go. Who's coming to the ring? Best friends. Where's Orange Cassidy at? Oh, Chris Jones. Orange Cassidy in the house, my boy. Yeah, Chris Jones, I mean, man, you can't trade him away. You can't trade him away. Too much of an impact guy. I mean, who are you going to get to replace him? Like a Jadeveon Clowney? I mean, you got to be able to get an impact guy to bring in. Obviously, I need Shaq Barrett to get franchised. I mean, I don't want to lose out on Shaq Barrett. Jameis can walk, but we'll see. I gotta do some refreshing on my stream here. 1 second, guys.
Hangman's partner against Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Hope we get a word about that. Lexi,
Had to reboot the internet. It's still on a video output low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, so I apologize if it ends up being a little shaky here for the last 20 minutes. Hopefully that they can get the speed up. You know, I got the FiOS, so I should have enough speed.
tired of the inner circle running roughshod on everybody.
Inner circle.
You just saw what happened to Nick. Somebody
Nick Jackson
step up.
injured.
That somebody is the natural Dustin Rhodes.
The natural Dustin Rhodes.
I am your partner tonight, whether you like it or you don't like it. We are fixing to kick inner circle's ass and do some cowboy shit.
Oh, we're doing some cowboy shit. Let's go. Hangman Adam Page, Dustin Rhodes, get Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho.
My name's not Barb. You're not Chris Paul.
See some ID?
This is my ID.
Yeah, the Broncos aren't going to re-sign him because they brought in AJ Bouye, right, with the trade. So Harris is gone. He's not on the Broncos. He's gone. So yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I know Honey Badger was trying to lure him to come over, but we got to see what kind of money. If he's willing to take less money to go to a contender, or if he just wants to be able to get that bread, get that paper. Nathan Dotson in the building. What to do, my guy? Aew Dynamite Livestream. It's March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that fucking like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. $20. What a homie, right? KGR Kid, $2. My homie. Appreciate you guys very much. If you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. We've just been going over this live stream through AEW, as well as talking about the coronavirus and the impact that it is having on not only MLB, with maybe having, matchups with no fans, but obviously tomorrow the Golden State Warriors are not going to have any fans for the first time in the NBA season tomorrow. And where this is going to lead in the NFL draft, if they're not going to have fans there, other MLB games as we go to the regular season, away from spring training, NBA, what's going to happen there? And then as we get closer and closer to the NFL season, the Hall of Fame game, Cowboys and the Steelers, college football, and wrestling. With WrestleMania just right around the corner. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, their pay-per-views. How is this going to be able to impact everything that's going on? So we're going to have to kind of wait and see. Arizona going hard at Tom Brady, so is Tampa Bay, supposedly. I've seen a couple tweets that Arians is interested, but we don't really know if that's true or if that's smoke. They got a lot of money, got a lot of cap. I'd rather start over and just have another bad season, get a Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin, try to go for a Trevor Lawrence next year. I mean, that's the guy I want. I want Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? I don't think Tampa Bay is going to trade up and be able to get like Tua. Tua would be a dream come true. Justin Herbert would be a dream come true. Trevor Lawrence, Burrow, any of the top guys. I'm not really big on Jordan Love as much. I see that he does have some potential, and he's kind of a work in progress, but so is Justin Herbert with his accuracy. Tua, we don't know about his injury. You know what I mean? Burrow obviously had one great season, but what about in the NFL? If he doesn't have a good O-line and good weapons around him that can stay healthy on Cincinnati. So there's a lot of question marks to see where it goes. But if you get Tom Brady, right, for Tampa Bay, I could make a wild card probably with Tom Brady, or be in the running for a wild card. Maybe not win the division over the Saints, unless they get injured up, right? But, I mean, that's going to be a Band-Aid for like a year or two. What about the future after that? You know what I mean? What about after that? What are we looking at? You know what I mean? I don't have a good O-line. I don't have a running back. I don't have a quarterback that is consistent, even though Jameis Winston's still on the roster, but he's garbage. But maybe with this new eye surgery and a new team, maybe him going to New England can revitalize his career. Defense is shaky at times, sometimes good, sometimes horrible. You got Shaq Barrett leading the NFL in sacks, is great. Levante David, my favorite player on the team since he's been drafted, is great, right? Devin White from LSU has potential to be great, but they don't really have a lot of pieces. They had Sue this year, right? But, I mean, they had a lot of holes on their defense. But you got Byron Leftwich, won't be that much there that much longer at the OC position. He'll have a head coaching opportunity sooner than later. Todd Bowles, my D coordinator, will probably be my head coach at some point after Arians leaves, unless he gets a job somewhere else. And then I got Bruce Arians, so we'll see. At least I got Mike Evans and Godwin. Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard. I mean, I got some weapons, but I'd love to have Jonathan Taylor or a stud running back, that I haven't had one since Mike Allstott. Work done. So, I mean, I'd love to be able to have one. We thought it would be Doug Martin, but it definitely wasn't. You know what I mean? We got Freddie Peralta, Walker Buehler, tonight's pitching matchup. Walker Buehler, the best pitcher on the Dodgers, better than Clayton Kershaw at this point in his career, 14-4 record, 3.26 ERA. Love me some Dodger baseball. I'll probably be doing some live streams for Sunday Night Baseball with the Dodgers and a few other teams this season. I know it's not something I've seen that too many people are doing on YouTube. I know baseball is boring for a lot of people, but, just to have a watch party and to be able to watch some, baseball on Sunday night, sometimes that's the only thing that's on, so we could talk other things, besides baseball, but I think it'll give me a good opportunity to reach out to maybe a new fan base to grow our channel. So I'm definitely going to be doing some baseball coverage. Mariners aren't really worth covering that much. I mean, I can do it for the Northwest guys out here, but I mean, we already know they're going to finish in last place. They're horrible. They don't really have a lot to look forward to, but as far as some of these other teams, I definitely would like to try to do some watch parties and some live streams for some Dodger baseball for my dad. Absolutely. There's a wide receiver out of Notre Dame that's quite a few Chiefs fans seem to like. Yeah, there's Arizona State, the Ayuk guy. That Saints might be looking at him as well. I mean, there'll be a lot of nice quality pieces in this draft. Like I said, there's about 7 or 8 wide receivers that'll get drafted within the first 2 rounds, and that's very high. You normally never see that kind of talent. I like Ruggs. C.D. Lamb to me is the best. Jerry Jeudy, C.D. Lamb should be at the top of the charts, but Ruggs right up there with them. Those are the top 3. Ruggs for his speed, his cheetah-like ability, like Tyreek the Freak Hill, right? NBA suspends regular season and will use hiatus to determine next steps. Wow. So that was just breaking news right there, that the NBA is doing that. Blood and Guts will be on air at TNT, not pay-per-view. Hell yeah. But I know that they're going to be doing the one pay-per-view or the one event with the 2 rings next to each other like WCW used to do with the cage. Is that the Blood and Guts? That should be amazing. Well, seriously. I mean, if you put Brady with some weapons around him, like think about it. If you could build a couple of extra pieces on the O-line, right? Have a good running back like Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin, and you keep adding pieces to the defense. I mean, a better fit for Brady would be like the Minnesota Vikings over Kirk Cousins, the Niners, somewhere that they actually have things already in place already. You know what I mean? The Titans for Brady, they already have nice offensive line, Henry, if they decide to keep him there, defense, you know what I mean? Like, he could make a run to the AFC Championship game, I feel, or NFC Championship game with a couple of those teams. I don't know if Tampa Bay has got enough, to do it, because he is going to be rusty. He's not going to be able to throw the deep ball. But one thing Brady won't do is turn the ball over like Jameis Winston, and that's kind of exciting. That wherever he goes, if it's not New England, he won't turn the ball over. You know what I mean? And if you got good weapons around him, that was the problem with New England this year. It wasn't really him that was losing the games for him. Me personally, it was the O-line wasn't very good. Right? And then the running game was almost non-existent. And then your wide receivers and no Gronk. I mean, he didn't really have a whole lot to work with, and he was getting older. So, I think Tom Brady definitely can succeed, and bring a team to the playoffs, kind of like Joe Montana did with the Chiefs after he left the Niners. Maybe not good enough to make the AFC Championship game or go to the Super Bowl, but definitely good enough to make the playoffs on a team that has weapons already in place. So. Right. But if Tom Brady ends up going to the Raiders or the Chargers, you got to go against Mahomes. Do you really want to do that? Make it extra hard? I mean, unless you think you can go to a wild card in the AFC. But we don't know how good the Steelers are going to be, the Ravens with Lamar, if they're going to have a down year. Chiefs should still be good, even if they have a little bit of a down year, if they can't keep everyone like Chris Jones. So we'll see. And he grew up in California. That's why I said this like 3 years ago, that if I ever saw Tom Brady playing anywhere, it would be in the Niners. And this was prior to Jimmy G and that whole, trade and everything that happened there, because he grew up in California. His favorite team was San Francisco 49ers, like me growing up as a kid. Joe Montana kid, Jerry Rice kid, Steve Young, those were the guys. Roger Craig, Merton Hanks, Dion in 94, you know what I mean? So I could see him playing there, but I don't know if you do a Jimmy G for Tom Brady. I mean, if you do that for the Niners, you're almost looking for just a short-term fix. You know what I mean? If you're just trying to win a Super Bowl and then have to rebuild after that, after a year or two, right? But I guess that's the ultimate goal, because a lot of times you have a great team for 4 or 5 years, like Kaepernick did with Navarro Bowman and Patrick Willis, right? And you try to get to an NFC championship game once or twice in 5 years, and then pray you go to a Super Bowl at least once. And if you go once or twice, you win at least once, right? But if you only go one time and you lose, then that might be your run, just like the Seahawks. You're only going to have about a 4 to 5 year run. The ultimate best case scenario in 5 years is to go twice to the Super Bowl, win both times. But in reality, a lot of times when you go twice, you only win once. And if you go once, you better pray that you win, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I probably will never, ever go to an NFC championship game ever again, or even see a Super Bowl in my lifetime ever again, unless big changes happen. But I got that Super Bowl against the Raiders, and no one can ever take that away from me. The Hall of Famers that I had, John Lynch, Rondé Barber, right? Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, Mike Allstott, all Hall of Fame kind of players. And then Simeon Rice, borderline, with a lot of good quality players too. Keyshawn Johnson, Keenan McCardell, right? Joe Juravicius. You had a lot of solid, maybe not amazing players, but solid players, So Brad Johnson did a good job. Michael Pittman for a couple years. So you never know. Obviously it was about John Gruden and Monty Kiffin, the D coordinator, bringing all those pieces together and, building what Tony Dungy built. If it wasn't for Tony Dungy, I would have never been able to even get to that point. But I think people, fail to realize how great that Tampa Bay team really was. Warren Sapp is the present day, Aaron Donald. There's no one even close. You know what I mean? Like, Warren Sapp was the truth. Whether you liked him or you hated him and his shit talking, he was amazing on the football field, right? You know what I mean? Derek Brooks, class act on and off the field, my favorite player of all time. You know what I mean? He did it. Just like Brian Urlacher did it at that time period, as well as Ray Lewis. But Derek Brooks, for an outside linebacker, there was nobody better, period. In that time period that he played, he was in his prime, he was great, The only other guys that you could really say that were on that level with Derek Brooks were inside linebackers, middle linebackers, Brian Urlacher and Ray Lewis, right? John Lynch was right up there with Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu. Great player. Rondé Barber, very underrated, right? And then Mike Allstott, the best fullback arguably to ever play. He could turn himself from a fullback to a running back to a halfback. He could do it all. You know what I mean? There hasn't been another Mike Allstott, and there never will be. And Rondé Barber was a guy that could get you 20 sacks, 20 picks, 30 sacks, 30 picks. You don't see that versatility and that athleticism. So, I had my time. I'm just hoping that one day that they can be good again. But I've always been a defensive guy. You know what I mean? And you're never ever going to see defensive guys like that ever again. And then seeing guys like Dexter Jackson and Dwight Smith, the guys that were lower name guys that ended up making huge plays in the Super Bowl. Dwight Smith, 2 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. Dexter Jackson with the first 2 picks in that Super Bowl to kind of set the tone against Rich Gannon. So, I'll always have that. So even though they suck now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Seattle Mariners suck, Blazers suck. My Ducks are decent from time to time, but, that's what makes me a fan. Football follies. 7-team seeding. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Rudy Gobert tested positive. Did he really? Or is that just a rumor? I know some of the players were going in to get tested for it, but I never heard of any of the players of soccer, MLB, or any wrestlers or anyone getting it yet. I love Jericho's theme song. It's amazing. One of the best theme songs in the business. Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle. Love Sammy Guevara, Ortiz, Jake Hagar, Santana, Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, Le Champion, Chris Jericho. And Sammy Guevara, as far as like young wrestlers, he's one of the most amazing, athletic, up-and-coming wrestlers that I've seen in a long, long time. I absolutely love the Inner Circle. Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega would have been much better. Yeah, and whether you love the Inner Circle or hate them, everyone loves to sing along to that theme song. Awesome. You don't see that in WWE ever. Doing some cowboy shit. Hangman Adam Page A little bit of DDP, a little bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin in one. Loves to drink beer. One half of the tag team champions with Kenny Omega. NFL draft order is set. I'm starting to get notifications on my phone. Colt Cabana and JCW and ROH. That's awesome, Odin's Child. It's refreshing when I meet someone that has that same kind of love and passion for wrestling like me. Like, I only have 2 other buddies that watch it as much as me, but they don't watch as much AEW and the other promotions as much as me. They're more into WWE. And even then, one of my buddies is starting to fall off of it like me, and then the other one is pretty hardcore. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Likes NXT the most, but I told him, man, the writing, I mean, the Raw and SmackDown is just, it's not what it used to be. Rhodes. See, in this, I mean, I don't mind Dustin Rhodes being here. I was actually hoping it would be, obviously Matt or Nick Jackson. Obviously he's got feuds, with some of the members there, right? But we'll see how this goes. It should be a decent match. Dustin Rhodes still got something left in the tank. AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11, 2020. Main event, watch party. Full show, live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child did. My guy, $20. KGR Kid, $2. Appreciate you guys very, very much. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch link is below every video on our YouTube page. I got the Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers on MLB Network here on the TV. I got the AEW Dynamite live stream right here in front of me. Life is good right now. Hangman Adam Page, Chris Jericho, about to duke it out. Here we go, baby. Main event. Pussy tags out to Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God. Woo! Big chop. 2 big chops. Woo! Hangman Adam Page. Into the ropes. Woo! Hit him with those chops. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday. Just the coronavirus shit is just getting out of control. JCW, there was a guy, Too Tough Tony, used to dump liquor on his hand, light it on fire, and punch the guy out as a finisher. No way! Really? Dude, that sounds like my type of ish. Dump liquor on his hand, light it on fire, punch the guy out as a finisher. That's my type of shit. That's like some New Jack shit, from like ECW back in the day, or Mustafa. You feel me? I love that. Main event. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, with Ortiz, Santana, Jake Hager, Dustin Rhodes, and Hangman Adam Page. See if we can get Moxley to come out. Obviously, since he hasn't been a part of the show besides a little small interview. Love me some Mox. Oh, a beer. Oh, Jericho, drink that beer. I'm Hangman Adam Page. I'm a cowboy, he says. Oh, a beer to the head. Woo! Punch to the mouth. He took the beer. Oh, big kick by Sammy. Okay. The whole inner circle and the surrounding the ring. See if we'll get Cody Rhodes or Mox or Matt or Nick Jackson to come to the ring as the match progresses, or at the end once they start going for their beatdown. The inner circle. Ooh, nice suplex. Tag is made. Let's go, baby. All right, Dustin. Who knows how old Dustin Rhodes is now? 50, 60 years old. He still has a passion for it, and I can respect that, man. You know what I mean? If you love something, you have a passion for it, keep going. Stick with it. I mean, you know, at some point he's going to obviously have to, you know, hang it up and call it a career, but he's still got some athleticism left for being an older guy. Nice. Just like Tony Schiavone say, he still got it. 4. Woo! Le Champion getting punched in the head. Sammy Guevara going for the pin. 2. You got AEW Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show live reaction with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy like Odin's Child and KGR Kid did if you can. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. Goldust is old as hell. He is, man. I mean, I remember watching him as a little kid, and I'm 37, going to be 38 in May. You know what I mean? But, you know, when you've been wrestling for 10, 20, 30, 40 years like some of these old school guys have, I mean, I get it, man. You love something like the NFL or wrestling or whatever you're in, it's hard to walk away. I get it. Popeye's chicken sandwich, $3.99. Got me on the split screen. I still haven't had one of those yet. And I saw the KFC one and got the donuts for the top and the bottom for the bun and the chicken. I need to try that one too. I haven't tried either one of those out yet. I am curious though. But I should have probably already tried the chicken sandwich by now. But I like this place in Seattle called Sister and Brothers. They have Nashville hot chicken, and that's the best meal I've ever had in my life. You get homemade mac and cheese with bacon on top with the Nashville hot chicken. Best meal I've ever had in my life. I would drive 3 hours there and 3 hours back just to eat. And it literally was the best meal I've ever had in my life. So NBA regular season canceled due to Corona. I know, I saw that. They just popped up. So we'll see if they suspend it for a week, 2 weeks, a month. I was reading rumors or this morning that they said that they might try to push out the season into July. So we'll see. Rudy Gobert did get it. Yeah, that's what someone was just messaging as well. That's crazy. Well, that'll make it happen if one of the guys actually got tested and actually has it. And then as far as MLB, as soon as an MLB guy, gets it, then they'd probably do the same exact thing. Wrestling as well. I mean, even though there's a lot of money involved, for them to be able to promote their brand, but hopefully at least, AEW and WWE get to keep going. That's crazy. Prayers up for Rudy Gobert if he actually did get it, got tested and got it. Hopefully he can recover and obviously he doesn't pass away. I mean, this is just a real scary time right now. Anyone that, thinks that it's just a big joke or it's not as serious as it is, there's fucking thousands of people dying worldwide. This shit is for real. Like, they may get the stories, overblown on the media side, but the bottom line is that people are getting sick and people are dying. So it's fucking scary, man. All right, Jericho in the ring, going against Dustin Rhodes in a tag match. Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, and Chris Jericho, Le Champion, versus Dustin Rhodes and Hangman Adam Page. Supposed to be Kenny Omega, but he broke his hand and Revolution. Nice, Jericho. Another guy that's a little bit older that isn't as good of a wrestler maybe as he was a few years back, which is a given. He's a little older, but his mic skills are still top 5 of all time. And if you got the mic skills, that's a big part of wrestling. The feuds, the build-up, but the mic skills are really important. You got to have the mic skills in wrestling to build up the drama, entertain the fans. Woo! Big kick by Hangman Adam Page. Okay. Drink a beer for that one. Cowboy shit. As they're chanting. Ooh. There we go. Fall away slam. Kip up. Over the top. Yeah, baby. Let's go. All right, Hangman. Adam Page with the nice clothesline. 1, 2, 2. Woo! Nice roundhouse by Sammy Guevara with the tag. Chris Jericho coming in the main event. Inner Circle. Last champion Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara versus Hangman Adam Page and Dustin Rhodes. Ooh, nice forearm. Oh, you found a gif of Too Tough Tony? Hell yeah, thank you, man. I'll check out all the news. I've been getting people messaging me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook throughout this whole broadcast. Oh, baby! Hangman Adam Page falling on top of the Inner Circle. Love it. And I'll definitely have to check out all that. Maybe I can notify YouTube on for all our subscribers, turning off all the notifications. It's like, come on, man. I'm trying to make my dreams come true with the channel. Don't be turning off a lot of the fans' notifications. Come on, man. But it's all good. Just making it work harder, to be able to get us to 20K subscribers. I mean, we're so close. We're only like 700 away. A little 700 and some change away, and we're almost there. Almost to 3 million views. I mean, we're all just really close. So, just got to keep grinding. Hopefully by football season, we'll be able to get there. But YouTube's got all kinds of new metrics on who they promote and, who they, share videos and, who they promote for other people's channels. So I've definitely seen a big decrease on YouTube helping us out within the first 2 years, but I'm still going to keep grinding. Bloody Mania. Gathering of the Juggalos. Ooh! The Destroyer. Oh, baby! Flipped him inside out. 1, 2, 3. Wow, there we go. Uh-oh, here comes the Inner Circle with the beatdown. Now I got to be able to see Cody Rhodes, Matt or Nick Jackson, maybe Kenny Omega. They're going to be coming in. Mox, maybe Moxley. Beatdown, beatdown, beatdown. Punches, kicks. Jericho, Inner Circle, just like the NWO. NWO 2020. Aew Dynamite Livestream, March 11th, 2020. Watch party, full show live reaction. Here we go. The crowd's cheering. Here we go. Kenny Omega, my favorite. With the broken hand. Fuck it. Punch you, punch you. Punch you with the cast. Get him. Get him, Kenny. 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 Omega. Ooh. Back elbow. Right to the face of Kenny Omega and his nose. Oh, here comes Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody. Oh! Hager. All right, Jake, I see you. Who's next? Where's Mox? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Suplex? Ooh, on the ramp. Ortiz and Santana doing some business. Uh-oh. Hangman Adam Page. Uh-oh. Are they going to drop him off a table? Jericho on Cody Rhodes. Chair shot. Yeah, even though the NBA season is suspended now with Rudy Gobert getting the coronavirus, I mean, I don't know. For me, the NBA has been not that fun to watch this season. I mean, I definitely would rather watch NFL, college football, AEW, even MLB over NBA, to be honest. But hopefully things get better for Rudy Gobert. Prayers up for him and his family. Uh-oh. Matt Jackson. Let's go. Scaffolding match. Hell yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Spear. Let me see some super kicks, baby. AEW Dynamite Livestream. March 11th, 2020. Watch party. Full show and live reaction. Oh, middle finger to come out and help. Ooh, big chair shot. Ooh, another one. There goes Jackson. There goes Hangman Adam Page. Jericho taking care of business like the Inner Circle always does. Where's Mox at? Where's Moxley? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. And if you're looking for merch, Northwest Sports Fanatic merch, link is below every video on our YouTube page. And everyone's beaten. Kenny Omega beaten up on the ground. Cody on the ground. Dustin Rhodes on the ground. Inner Circle like the new world order of 2020 for life. Inner Circle. No Moxley. Looks like that's it. Well, I hope everyone had a good time. Thank you for everyone that donated, commented on the chat, that had anything that they wanted to comment on. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Like I said, I'll be back maybe tomorrow or the next day, depending on what's going on with news, that's going on, obviously, in the sport world. AEW Dynamite Livestream, I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Thank you so much to Odin's Child, $20 donation a day. KGR Kid, $2 donation. Everyone else in the building, Nathan Dotson, everyone else. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I'll be back very, very soon. Peace. Enjoy your guys' Wednesday. Later.